If you are a busy mom who is tired of fighting with your body through restriction and willpower, and you're ready to learn the exact system that helps mom heal the relationship with food while losing weight naturally and turning your body into a fat-burning machine, then I'm going to share with you the complete R&R squared method that addresses the real root causes of emotional eating and weight struggles. Before we dive into the framework, I need you to understand the philosophy that makes this different than every single diet that you have ever tried. Your body isn't broken, your body is actually brilliant, and every behavior that your body has developed, the emotional eating, the weight that won't budge, the cravings that you can't control, the symptoms, the headaches, the fatigue, these aren't failures. These are really intelligent responses to stress and inflammation and a nervous system that just doesn't feel safe. So what I designed, the R&R squared method, isn't about forcing your body to comply. It's actually creating conditions where your body naturally returns to balance. This means that you don't have to white knuckle your way through your cravings or through intense workouts. We're going to start to understand what is driving these signs and symptoms and address them at their root causes. We're not going to be restricting and depriving yourself. We're going to be nourishing and repairing yourself. We're looking for sustainable transformation, and that happens when you're working with your body's intelligence and not against it. So if you're ready to start working with your body instead of against it, stop shaming yourself, stop hating yourself, stop blaming yourself, I've created a free 7-day email series that walks you through the approach step by step, and it's called The Secret Guide to Losing Weight, and it's designed for moms who are ready to release the stubborn body weight and feel confident in their skin again. So you can grab that by clicking the description below. The complete R&R method. I want to talk to you about the 4 phases. First phase is removing. So we're really looking to take away the inputs that are actually creating the chaos in your body to begin with. In remove, it's really not about restriction. It's about reducing the load on what your body is actually already overwhelmed by. So what do we remove? We remove inflammatory foods that trigger digestive distress, brain fog, and blood sugar crashes. We take out chronic stressors that keep your body in the system of fight or flight. The all or nothing approach that creates shame cycles around food. We take out overwhelming information that creates this decision fatigue. And what this looks like in real life is instead of cutting out entire food groups, we actually will start making simple swaps and replacing inflammatory foods with ones that are actually going to be healing for you. The key is we remove things gradually and replace them with better options, so this becomes more natural to you and you never feel deprived and your body starts to calm down because it's not constantly dealing with inflammation or fire inside your body. The second phase is all about repairing your body. So we're building your foundation. Think of a house. We're actually starting from the ground out. Once we reduce the chaos and the inflammation in your body, we can start to think about repairing the systems that have been overwhelmed, overworked, and about to burn out. So this is where healing accelerates. And what we repair is basically everything. We're taking out the digestive inflammation. We're restoring the beneficial bacteria. We're helping your body, your nervous system feel safe from that chronic stress. We are helping find hormonal balance. So you're coming back to your normal hormone production, your circadian rhythm. And we are also working with the mindset and how you address the food. How this looks in real life is like when Monica started targeting her supplements to actually heal her gut lining and implemented some simple stress reduction practices into her everyday schedule, like humming before she eats her meal to help her go into that digestive place of rest and improve digestion. She learned the simple tools to heal her body. Again, working with the mind and the body. So we're not adding more to the plate. We're just optimizing what you're already doing so your body can actually use the nutrients that you're giving it. And in the third phase, the rebuild phase, we're starting to build sustainable habits. So now that your body isn't inflamed and now that you've actually repaired the systems, we need the habits to come in that's going to support the long-term health and healing, where you are naturally creating yourself to be a lean body and healthy body machine. Okay, how does this look? Sustainable meal methods. You're actually looking at how to pair your foods together. Joyful movement. We want to have a healthy relationship with food. We want to have a healthy relationship with movement, where we're not just grinding at the gym and making ourselves so sore and hating ourselves, but we're actually learning to love movement and incorporate your family in with it as well. Self-care practices. So these are building in the support so you actually can be more often in the state of rest and digest instead of constantly in stress. The keys to this program, the rebuild section, is that it's not about a rigid rule. It's actually about these flexible principles that are adapting and changing to your life circumstances. And in the fourth phase is what I call the rewire phase. We are actually working with the mind, and this is where the deepest transformation happens. We rewire the mental and the emotional patterns that have actually been the root of all of the dysfunction to begin with. We're creating new behaviors where we love our bodies, we love our food, and we start to move from that stress response into more of the calming place. We want to be in that place where we can now have that food freedom, a healthy relationship with ourselves, our self-worth beliefs. So instead of being in shame, we're actually feeling empowered around making good choices around food. We start to establish a new relationship with our body. So instead of being like walking by the mirror and hating how you look, you start to realize that this body is actually serving you. And even in the times where we don't feel our best, we actually are learning how these symptoms are actually helping us to heal the systems, because our body is just trying to find a way to communicate with us. We're not just changing what you're eating or what you're doing for your workouts, we're actually changing your entire relationship with food, stress, and your entire body. So if you want to start rewiring these patterns in your own life, my free 7-day email series gives you the daily practices to begin to transform these, and each day builds on the last, and it helps you create this natural pathway to start these lasting changes. It's like having this reset button for your relationship with your food and your body. So here's how all these phases work together. Phase 1 creates this foundation, calming your system, and most people actually start to feel improvements in their energy levels and their digestion and already start shedding weight in that first week. Phase 2 builds on that. The foundation is actively supporting the body's health and healing mechanisms. So once we've completely removed the inflammation and put your body in a stable state, now we're repairing each of the systems where your weight again naturally drops off, and it's not about restriction. In phase 3, we're creating the sustainable habits that will carry you forward for the long term. So what does that mean? You don't have to yo-yo diet. You don't have to crash course diet again. This becomes your new way of being, like riding a bike. The first time you learned it, maybe it took a little bit more effort. Now, as an adult, you could probably skip riding a bike for a year and know exactly what to do. It becomes automatic. That's what we're doing for you. Phase 4 ensures that these changes actually stick. We don't graduate from this stage to the next unless we address our mindset about how we actually feel about ourselves, about food, and all of these aspects. In each of these phases, people will spend anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks based on their progress and how they're responding, and based on their timeline. Some people need a little bit more time in each of the phases, and that's perfectly normal. The beauty of the system is it's adapting to your lifestyle. There's no right way to do it. Your focus is really on building on each of the bases, feeling more strong, feeling more capable, and confident in yourself to make amazing changes. The R&R method succeeds where other approaches fail because it addresses all of the root causes, not just symptoms. And instead of trying to have your willpower and push yourself and grind or ignore the underlying stressors that's happening in your body, we actually address all of it. When you approach change from a place of caring for yourself and observing yourself and recognizing why you do something, curiosity, you start creating a healthy relationship with your body instead of criticizing yourself and putting yourself down. It's giving yourself a new feedback of appreciating yourself, where you can learn to trust your body's wisdom and create a lifestyle that actually works with your unique situation. If you're ready to get started with your own transformation and the R&R method, then here's how you will begin. Start 1 with phase 1. Pick one inflammatory input to remove this week. It might be swapping out your inflammatory cooking oils for avocado oil or coconut oil. It might be replacing one of your processed snacks, like your breakfast bars, with a whole food option, like a piece of fish with some vegetables. It might be implementing one stress reduction practice. This is key. You're starting small and you're building momentum. You're not trying to overhaul your entire life in 1 week. You're beginning to create these steady systems so that healing is happening on a deeper level. Remember that this isn't about perfection. It's always about progress, self-compassion, and understanding why we turn to certain aspects of our food and health and healing. If you want the complete R&R Squared method guide with specific food lists, supplements, recommendations, and a step-by-step implementation, then I have created a free 7-day email series, The Secret to Losing Weight, and it walks you through the simple daily shifts for this exact system. And in just 1 week, you're gonna start resetting your body, quieting your cravings, and actually clearing out the brain fog that's been creating chaos and holding you back. And the link for that is in the description below. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, thumbs up. I'd love to see you in the next one.